Hey everybody, welcome back to Monsterhearts. So, let's actually start beginning some play here. So, we are in our homeroom, right? We are. This is sort of like the first period holding area before you guys go off. So it's like you have like a half an hour or whatever. So you guys are all kind of writing. Maybe you didn't even take note that you guys were all kind of here. Maybe there were a few different times where you saw different random people. And let's actually talk about that for a second. I kind of want to see what happens when we see Cage and oh god, he did what I told him not to do. Nana turned off his camera, and now the camera moved him. It's okay. So I wanted to see a scene between Angela and Cage about seeing each other in class or like leaving class at the time, and I want to see how you guys behave.
Yeah.
But I don't. Nano, are you with us? Okay.
Have you seen the chat? He left a couple of notes about what was going on.
He said what state the Seahawks are in. Oh.
It's a real life emergency thing. You should be back in 5, is what he says. So maybe we'll skip that scene.
Let's skip that scene. Yeah, he mentioned that. So
for now.
Yeah, he needs 5 minutes for an AFK. No big deal. So let's see a scene. Let's look at the other side of it. Let's look at Brittany and Gail and the Heathers at the end. Okay. So
Cool.
yeah, let's look at that. So it's the end. The bell rings or whatever. Everybody's going forward and putting their papers on like the desk of the professor. He's probably like a new guy. No, it's a new girl. It's a new girl. Maybe an old graduate of MDMA. Who's returned. So we'll see. I think we see other Heather was recovering over the summer, but we see here that she's behaving kind of skittishly and very just very perturbed about always kind of looking and seeing Cage and Angela, like she's surprised that they're here.
Yeah, gotcha.
But that could be happening in the background if you didn't want to just talk or whatever. So, like, yes, you guys.
I think there's like
a
glance from me to other Heather Bouster. Yeah. And then, like, I'm walking over in my black cat leggings and skirt, and I put my paper in the pile like everybody else, and I head out.
Okay, so you just nod at them.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like locating everybody. Like, I know where Brittany is relative to me. I know where other Heather is. And...
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Then let me turn in my paper also, and I will also go for it.
Sorry. Oh, I think when you turn in your paper, you wrote demonstrably less than everyone else.
Yeah.
And I think he made the teacher makes a remark to you, be like, Cage, what happened this summer? Seems like you had a very short summer. Is everything okay? And I think she also kind of like looks over your dress and is like, is everything all right?
It's like super disheveled. Yeah, but I'm like super dismissive to the teacher. Yes, it's a teacher.
Or like, don't you just say like, don't worry about it or something?
Yeah, it's like, whatever. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Like some latitude thing that doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
But then I pass Brittany because she has to sit where everyone has to pass her.
Of course.
She's the gatekeeper. And I pass other Heather, and like right as I walk by, like kind of lean in, maybe close to her.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
and I
excuse me.
yeah, I look over. Go for it.
And I imagine other Heather is, sort of having a hard time with seeing you back. And so Brittany is all, Heather, get it together. The game is on. You cannot be associating with this.
I just want to tell her one thing. Is that all right?
If you must.
All right. Nice. You're not shooting me down. So I just like lean in and like whisper to her.
She seems like a deer in headlights.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to like terrorize her. Maybe like a little sadistic streak, but like, and I want to tell her like it took me like a whole day to claw myself up from the ditch you dug. And I want to, because of my moves, I'm turning her on with my cold by telling her about how I died. So she becomes a morbid, and I roll to turn her on with cold.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, can't wait to see how this goes.
So you're pulling her aside to do this, right?
I mean, like, she's kind of in the group. I'm, like, whispering it in her ear or something. Like, I don't want to make a big scene out of it.
So, like, you're kind of, like, more... So, like, maybe what you're actually saying to her is, like, did you miss me? Or, like...
No, not at all. It's
like,
more like, I'm here.
Oh.
Like, look at
I'm
this.
back for you? Like, I'm
back.
here? Yeah.
You can't stop me. Or, like something to that effect.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Right?
Yep, so go ahead and roll.
Let me spend a string so I get another +1.
Yeah, okay.
Did we do the stat highlighting and stuff?
No, but like we don't have to worry about experience with the one shot.
Bam!
In fact, Avery in an interview said that this would be the part of the game that she would remove. Like she'd just have you like pick a new move or pick a new advance at the end of each session.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, I heard that in an interview with her one time.
Okay. Awesome. So you got an 11. You turn someone on. So you take a string against them.
Yeah. So I'm totally in her head.
Yeah. So I think I think Heather is so shocked to see you, and the way you say that, I think it almost questions if what she did this summer actually happened, in a way. And she's just kind of like heavy, like breathes heavily, and I think she's just kind of like her jaw just hits the floor. And yeah, I think you have her a little bit under your spell.
Nice. And she does get...
she doesn't understand the math of what happens and stuff, so she's going to play with this to like at least maybe to understand it. Okay, cool.
And then I'll walk on and be like, see you guys in next class.
Yeah. Okay. What is your next class?
Can't wait.
God, our next class is I don't know, science.
Okay.
Like generic science, right? Where you learn a little bit about everything, but not
Yeah.
anything about specific things.
When you pull other Heather close, I think Heather Covington actually wants to talk to Brittany for a quick second and say something like also kind of whispering me like, God, those two are just the worst.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh God. Like we really need to put in an intervention and get them to just stop.
I mean, there's slumming and then there's slumming.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, just picking up dredge like that is just unacceptable. Is what she says, right?
So Heather, other Heather,
I'd like to say it's so bad that the police are coming after them.
Yeah. Sorry, I live near a police station, and a hospital, so
That's
and
okay. I
a
live near a
fire
train.
and a fireplace, volunteer fire company. So
so
yeah, so you talked to other Heather.
yeah, other Heather, what is the deal with that boy?
Oh, Cage. Oh,
Yeah, Cage.
it's kind of complicated. I think it's what she says. Well, and she's trying to she trips over her own words. She's struggling to come up with a good reason, and I think she kind of flip flops a bitch, being like, "We're not together." Well, I mean, we were. Well, we never technically ended it, but
No.
we're not official.
It would be a lot less. Really, it would be a lot less complicated if it's in the rear view. And let me tell you, you know that you're on probation, right? This cannot happen.
Yeah, God, Brittany, you're so right. I'm so sorry. I know I can't. I shouldn't. You're right. You're right.
Well, I will think of a way you can make it up.
Oh, that would be so helpful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I would love to do anything you say. I'm so sorry. And she feels genuinely remorseful, however conflicted.
Okay.
I think I'm walking into like your like social circle, like your physical social circle that you're forming, and like I'm just like saying hey, and like I haven't seen you all summer, and I'm just saying hi to both of you, and I'm like, it's been such a long time. I've missed
my
you.
God,
I've been to Rhode Island.
Oh, hi, Gail. You look fabulous.
Oh, thanks.
What
And
have you been
then-
up to in Rhode Island?
Oh, just working a crappy job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was pretty easy.
Well,
It's a job at a Burger King.
I've had friends who had to work, and so I understand.
A Burger King? Really? I think Heather Covington says, "Gee, what? Really? You? I thought you would work for your parents' like law firm or something. Or wait, no, or your parents are doctors, right? No, they're lawyers. No, is one a doctor and one a lawyer? And like, like she's basically
Yeah,
just
it's the last
describe-
one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But I think it's so brave that you're willing to tell people that you actually worked at Burger Bar.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's-
thought it would be a good idea to, follow through with these mottos the school wants to shove down our throats. Maybe
Well-
I can impress somebody.
But
Oh, you were
there's
doing it.
politics.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you were like an embedded reporter. You were going to go see what it's like, and how noble.
Yeah, that's very clever. You're very clever, Gail.
Thanks.
So, would you
Does
like
that trigger a move? Does complimenting me like that sort of trigger a move, kind of?
It could, yeah.
I don't know.
I think you're kind of winning me over, so you might be turning me on.
Okay.
Alright.
Sure. I'll go for that. That's hot, I assume.
Yeah. And you get a string against me.
Well, I'm continuing the collection.
Yeah, exactly.
No modifier. No.
Oh, dang.
No.
Wow.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, there certainly was there was a mean edge to the compliments.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very cutting. If you don't mind, I think I know how this will actually play.
Yeah, I'll also tell you another thing that I'll let you do just as like player to GM. If you want me to say something, if you want like Gale to deliver your hard move for you,
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
No, actually, I think Heather reading into what Brittany was saying is the one who really makes the thrust, into like, oh yeah, we're definitely whipping out some barbs here, right? And I think Heather just mentions about how. You know, Gail. I guess maybe working at the Burger King though, you maybe hadn't had a chance to brush up on your stationery skills. I noticed that your handwriting has really taken a nosedive, and only 2 pages for that essay. That was easily should have been 5. Like very, very, very
Catty.
yeah, scolding.
Heather,
Judgmental.
that's not fair. I mean, how much can you write about working at a burger barn?
I guess, yeah.
But Gail, I mean, if you really like, as the ambassador for the school that I tend to be, if you would like to walk with us to the next class, that's okay.
Ooh.
Cool.
Just to the right of me would be fine.
Okay.
Great. And we move off to the next scene. Okay. So that's a pretty good homeroom scene.
Anyway?
Oh yeah, Ghost Nano.
Yeah. I don't know, depending on what I could have done, I would have been like just looking out to everybody, listening what they were doing, writing my silly essay. Or maybe I wasn't.
Oh, were you like the last person to not like? Were you not getting up and you were still writing your essay or something?
Yeah, I'm still there, I'm still writing it, and then maybe I look around quickly, and then maybe I try to just dissipate to make sure that nobody catches me. So then I can wander off and do my favorite thing.
Okay. So I think maybe when Gail and Brittany are saying goodbye, I think the teacher mentions like, oh, someone left their essay on their desk in the back, and like she goes up and goes to grab it. Okay. I mean,
Well, it's already.
what?
Cool.
I was gonna say, well, it's already done. So if she grabs it, then I'm like, okay, she grabbed it. It'll get to where it's
But
supposed to.
like in typical ghost fashion, where everyone just kind of forgets about you. Like,
Yeah.
you're just until you're actually invisible, and then you
Yeah.
just go.
So very Buffy.
So yeah, now I'm probably just gonna float by Adam.
Yeah, Gale.
I'm gonna float by Gale and his posse and their posse while they're moving to the next class until I find a good time to peel off and then go do my own thing.
Okay, sure.
Actually, I like how I saw once how someone else was like they only allow certain people to see me. So I want to be like I want to allow Gail to see me until I say otherwise. Maybe as part of our special bond that I feel with you.
Yeah, exactly. You can just see I'm smiling at you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have like to communicate with you? Do I have to do the weird thing where I'm talking at thin air, or do we have like this psychic best friend?
I think I want it to be where you're talking to thin air, and then I'll just kind of pop into existence. So maybe before that, I don't know. Maybe you could. What's a suitably Buffy thing that you would summon a ghost with? Or maybe I could just be next to you, and you're talking like. How about whenever you want to talk to me, I'll just be next to you.
Sure. Cool.
And so that.
The same thing. I'm repeating what I told Brittany and Heather,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just saying summer's been too long, and holy shit, you're here too.
And I'm like, I missed you over the summer. It was pretty fun to see you. Like when I did, you're like pretty cool. I think. You're
smile like cheek to cheek.
yeah.
I've got these like really blue eyes, so it's
And I also want to be like, also you're pretty. You're pretty. Words and maybe with that I'm like, oh god, and then I just disappear after that.
So you mentioned pretty words. Do I write like poetry and novels and stuff like that?
No, when I met it, I was like, you're pretty, and I was like, words.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And so then when I'm stuttering, like, sorry?
Yeah.
Are you trying to turn Gale on?
I don't know, Gail. Do you feel turned on?
Well, I mean, the way you're describing stuff, it sounds like you're trying
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to turn Gail on.
Okay.
That's probably one of my first interactions with Gail, along with all the stalking and spying and stuff.
Okay.
Mhm.
That all that pent up anxiety or whatever, or passion or need is bubbling over, and you gotta have it. So
let me see. It is hot reason.
Actually, I think I may be turning you on as well.
A 6.
Well, clearly it's going in that direction.
no, it's definitely being pushed by Angela.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled to turn Gail on with my words and got a 6.
Oh boy. Okay. So that means they don't get a string on you, right?
I don't know.
Okay. No, okay. I know what happens. I think when you're talking about that, I think you hear another stall like flush and out comes I think out comes a an administrator for the school.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Professor McGonagall looking lady.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Very prim and conservative and proper. And are you currently invisible, Angela?
I would
'Cause you
like
can
to
dissipate
think
through
that,
a wall, so it sounds like you're actually physical.
yeah.
Okay,
I would like to
yeah.
think that I'm physical right now when I'm talking to Adam, Gail, when I'm talking to Gail, that I'm physical, and I'm like trying to stutter my way into telling them how pretty they are and how, and trying not to reveal that I've been watching them all summer, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I think the lady overhearing some of your conversation is not quite like I think she gets the impression that she is that you guys are trying to be an item. And so I think she's not okay with it in a way, like personally. So I think she like really gives you a like a very judgmental kind of glare as she goes to wash her hands at the sink very properly. And
Maybe after that, I like kind of shrink up.
and she's not saying it, but in her mind she's like, should I remind them of the code of conduct for this school? I feel like that would be, is that too hard on modern sensibilities? Would that be too much on? I feel like that's the right way of phrase. Like that's what she's thinking in her head, right? But she's like washing her hands too long, right?
Yeah.
And while looking at you guys, and like as this mills over in her head, but she decides to not say anything, but definitely breaks the romantic tension.
I feel like the administrator is gaining a string on Angela.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I feel like that makes sense, because there's like, we in the fiction saw the emotional leverage being played out.
Yeah, because I was like, you're really cute, and I would like to like have a juice with you or something if you like want. And then this administrator comes out and she like cuts straight through it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Like,
yeah. So it's her name's Eleanor Dudridge.
Eleanor.
Yeah, like very very old name, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool, perfect. So I think all she says is "Have a nice day, ladies," as she leaves the bathroom.
Maybe after that, I like cover my face and I'm like, oh god, and then you just see me disappear into a wall.
Yeah, that wouldn't yeah, okay. No,
Would that
you know what it
count
is?
as run?
You know what it does? Just a quick little retcon. She doesn't say "Have a nice day, ladies." She says "Has a nice day, Gail," and just doesn't notice you, or doesn't mention you, Angela. Right? You're easily forgettenable, or maybe she doesn't even know your
I
name.
don't leave much impression on people.
Right? As a ghost. So
Angela, you disappeared. Have I seen you do that before, or do I know about that? Like, I'm Faye, so I've seen like Will-o'-the-Wisps before, but I mean, I'm not really that familiar with ghosts and haunted forests and stuff.
I think if you saw me I think I was too bothered by how she interrupted my attempt to try and turn you on, that if you saw me disappear or like pass through the wall, I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. I was like, oh god, just get me away from here. Or maybe I just want to like get out of here. So if you saw me, I'm like, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but is that weird for me? Like, is that a strange occurrence to me, or?
I think so.
I feel like it is. Yeah.
I think she just spied on you without you knowing until now. Right?
Maybe I would go to, I don't know, if I was feeling vindictive, I would be like, I'd go to her room, wherever it is, and then just mess up all her papers and stuff in a fit of pique.
So
yeah. But I think you haven't seen it, or maybe it's like, did I see her walk to a wall really, or did I just like not pay attention and then she left and then I just forgot about it?
It's like two real versus I saw it with my own eyes. In between those are I've seen weird shit in the forests.
Yeah. So I think at this point, I think you as Professor or as the Administrator Dudridge leaves, you hear the sounds of giggling girls walking, getting really close to the bathroom, and as the door is getting ready to close, you see like one hand push the door open, and 3 cheerleaders come in, and they immediately see it's Gail, who is friends with Brittany, and
Yeah.
I think the head one would be Tiffany.
Sure.
And I think Tiffany, blonde hair, could almost rival Brittany, for because I mean Brittany's you're not a member of the cheerleader squad, right?
No.
No, because instead of you didn't go the cheerleader route, you went the ambassador school student
Class
government
president.
route, right? Class
Yes.
president route. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And homecoming queen.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
yada yada.
Well, I think this is your biggest competition. This is the lady who couldn't win because of you, and I think she immediately sees that it's Gail, and she's going to take some of the outrage she has for you on one of your clique members. So I think they see her and like they're like laughing about something about Summer and probably talking about people on the football team, and then like their giggling just boom, just turns to nothingness as they just see Gail and I guess they see Angela, but they're more interested in Gail in the bathroom finishing up, and blocking the three of them sitting in like a sort of like a diamond formation with Tiffany up in the middle, her hands standing on her side and asking something like, "What are you doing here?" To Gail.
Yeah.
It's a bathroom.
Ew.
Can I
Don't you have burgers to flip?
Oh man,
It's
they
like,
caught
what,
up that
what,
pretty
what's someone
quickly.
else? What's someone else?
That's pretty like wildfire.
Maybe
Yeah.
like
No,
maybe
something
one of the cheerleaders like Morgan sits behind me in class, and she was just
Oh, yeah.
watching me do my paper the entire time. So
Mhm.
Okay. Or I mean, I was gonna say like if we needed to, it's probably like a vignette of just her being like, "Oh my God, my dad had to go across town one time and buy and a bunch of people got lunch or whatever, and I swear they thought that they saw Gail working in the drive-through window." You know, like so like one of those things.
yeah, sure.
Or not, or they overheard you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They heard something like that, so they're using it against you.
yeah.
so
in
I
any
think-
case, they said it.
Yeah.
I wonder how Gail reacts with this.
Are you gonna like submit? Like, are you gonna stand up for yourself? That's like probably the first answer. Like, does it look
So
like you're gonna back down, or does it look like you're gonna stand up?
are you gonna stand your ground?
Maybe you should hold steady.
Yeah, maybe Gail can be brave, or I would never be brave as a person.
Yeah,
As a-
which probably wouldn't be a hold steady roll then.
yeah.
You'd probably maybe just run away, in a way. You're trying to get out of here.
Try to push them out of
like,
the way
like,
and be like,
run away in a way that you're gonna either verbally diffuse it and get around them because they probably don't want to fight.
No, I think I'm holding
or you
steady.
make it worse.
Okay. I think Gail might stand up for herself, even
So,
though, like,
yeah, so
I,
it's-
as a person in this situation, wouldn't. I think Gail, maybe she can't.
Okay, yeah. So Gail wants to stand up for herself. Then yeah, she needs a roll.
But how does that look? I mean, I'm really curious.
Yeah, I'm
So
I'm
you were
going
like,
to, like,
yeah, they jabbed at you with, don't you have burgers to flip or something? God, how can
I
you-
just
you
bear
even
my
pair-
canines, like my fangs.
how do you
I've got, like, really pretty eyes, but, like, I've got, like, these long cat fangs or something like that.
Well, it's like you go see a dentist, but you probably can't afford it.
Let's see how she can deal with this, because I genuinely don't know. She got a 9.
Okay. So you can keep your cool, but and get what you want, but you gain terrified, which could work.
I'm just going to keep my cool.
Okay. I think they're like I think one of them probably mentions like, oh, I think we might have scared her. Oh, it's okay. Listen, we're not here to hurt you. Like, all we're here is for you to get a message to your friend Brittany, and we just need her to know that Chad is off limits this year. Yeah.
You promise?
How does that make you feel? When she says that basically,
Like,
her clique is
Our
like,
goals are aligning.
no,
So I'm gonna.
no. Well, maybe the enemy of my enemy is my friend in a way, but she wants Chad bad.
Yeah. But Chad belongs to Brittany.
Yeah, but you're her friend. You're Brittany's friend, and don't you also want Chad?
Yeah.
So how does it make you feel that now there's another third party in the mix who wants Chad?
Well,
Basic,
I feel
right?
like
So
together
her intentions are obvious. Like she wants. So she doesn't even consider you as a threat. In the meantime, no one has addressed Angela. Angela, you're probably still sitting there like. Oh my God.
I thought it already disappeared.
Oh,
Like
so
I
you just-
walked
I was
into the
thinking that
wall and like I was now
You
like
went back into a
into
stall. Okay.
like,
Okay.
in another
Got it.
bathroom
Okay.
across the school, trying to peek in on someone to try and recover my cool for trying to do something else suitably creepy, to like pick up somebody in the shower or something, just to recover and feel better about myself. Or
God.
maybe I could go find somebody to like just triple guilt and be like, God, if it wasn't for me, you would never have this. Don't. I'm not here. Like, I don't even exist for you. Just ignore me. Like, ignore all the things I've done for you, or like something.
So you're gonna find people to lash out at?
Yeah, probably. Either that, either find people to lash out at, or find people to creep on. Maybe I should
Okay.
roll something. Maybe I should roll something to see which it is.
Well, I think
Leaving the
let's.
seat.
I want to bottle that for a second because I think that would be really cool to see at lunchtime. So I just wanted to finish this scene real quick, and that would absolutely happen. Okay. So yeah, Gail. So how do you feel when you're confronted that you're supposed to deliver this message that Brittany needs to back off on Chad? Do the scheme stuff start working on your brain? Like, is that what you immediately jump to?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, awesome.
Like, if that's what she says, then I'm like, yeah, I think so too. Which maybe gets me.
Oh my God, I really want. I think. What was the name that you gave the third friend? You gave her a name. Mason. What would you call her?
Morgan.
Morgan. I think Morgan says something like, "Looks like the burger flippers got beef with Brittany." And I think Heather, or excuse me, I think Tiffany, kind of like it looks to you and be like, "Is that true?" In the way you say, like the way you responded to her with that.
Probably like, I don't have beef with Brittany. I just want Chad. Chad's gonna be
Really?
mine.
That's what you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Well, that's gonna get around.
Well, no. I think the three of them are gonna be like, bad answer. It's like I think they move forward in unison, kind of getting in your face. Are you going to give ground? Like, they're going to try to like pin you to this wall, like basically like they're like walking forward, right? They're like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that, honey." Right? Like, listen.
Like, as soon as they start walking forward, I'm probably like, "Oh, I'm this defenseless little cat, right?"
Yeah, you're gonna. Oh, they don't.
I'm just
yeah.
like, no, I'm actually saying this. I'm being sarcastic, and I'm like, oh, I'm so defenseless. I'm just a burger flipper, and you're not only liars, you're also idiots.
And,
So I think I'm probably shutting them down.
you call them idiots?
Yeah,
Yeah.
liars and idiots.
Yeah. Okay. Roll. Shut them down.
Sure.
You can do it. Show that girl who's boss.
Outkill
Yeah.
them.
Root for me. Give me your power. Shoot.
Not even.
That's okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
Hard moves.
Yep. They're like, okay. But like, I guess we don't need you to deliver a message to Brittany. We're just gonna give the message. She's gonna get the message loud and clear from what happens to you. And you're about to take a slip, and I think they're going to lash out at you. They're gonna shove you into the wall, aiming so you're like, yeah, basically they're gonna push you into the wall.
Poor girls, they have no game.
Yeah, like right into like one of those automated hand dryers, right?
Sure.
Are they going to push you hard enough to knock it off the wall?
Oh yeah, I mean they're shoving you super hard. So they're gonna lash out physically at you. Or I guess would that actually then be you hold steady? No.
I mean, he already
They-
failed the roll, so I
They're
would just
NPCs,
give
so
it-
they can't use moves like PCs can.
Yeah, so I guess
Your
it's
hard
more
move is
the
just
hard
like
move. Yeah,
beating
the hard move is that I think you take I mean they're trying to hurt you.
Yeah, exactly.
Ideally, I would say 2 harm, if that's not excessive. But like they are, like they
I think
shove
it's
you
excessive
hard.
because you only have like 4 harms total.
I know. Well, they're just doing
I
that
think-
and then back
I
and
think
leaving.
2 harm is fitting. I think I've got like a foot with a shoe in it, and I'm just like kicking back against all of them
Yeah. So like you
as I'm
get
against the wall. So I'm just
they shove you.
just pushing them away.
They shove you. You stumble backwards, and your head smashes into the hand dryer,
Mhm.
denting it, leaving a little bit of blood. Your head just is ringing with pain. It's disorientating. You step up and you try to like stumble back up and like return, and they're like yeah, and they just leave. They would just begin to walk out.
I'm probably just like, I've got my head in my hands, but I'm
Yeah.
just like, well, I think I got the last words.
Okay.
They finally shut up.
Are you counting as a
Yeah.
victory?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well.
like
alright.
blood on your face.
Yeah,
1-0
You big
for me,
disgrace. Kicking your
bitches.
kid.
You got to say what you wanted.
Yeah, don't. Chad is serious business. He is the prize, and you
Yeah.
just made it known that you're a contender.
Yeah.
And they aren't happy with you being a contender.
Not at all. Exactly. They were basically trying to they wanted to dissuade you to just tell Brittany to back off, and then you just stepped into the ring, being like, "Oh no, I'm getting her too," and you're like, "What?" Or getting him too. Like, "What? No, you're not."
Yeah. I played passive last name. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
play active.
Yeah. So yeah, you were bruised, dinged, and mealing with pain.
Sure.
As the three cheerleaders leave, triumphant in their victory.
Yeah.
Dan.
I know what I'm gonna do in the following scenes.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything? Otherwise, I wanted to cut to lunch and do Nano's stuff as well, and anyone else who's also at lunch. Was there anything anybody wanted to do during like maybe like first period or anything like that? Catching up with anybody? I know Cage has been kind of quiet.
I'm totally cool with this, so we can go to lunch. I have my own schemes. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. All right. As long as it's
for me,
not leaving yet, you know.
I was just going to be, for the other periods, depending on whether or not I feel that I need them, I'll just probably spend that time like whispering things in people's ears, or like making them feel, or like, I don't know, groping them with my ghostly self or something equally, wrong like that, where I could get away with it as my ghostly self.
Are you doing it in a way that's like going to get other people accused of this?
No, but I could. That's
Because
actually a good idea.
I think that you're doing that. I think immediately, maybe you're like in like the lunch line or something like that, and this happens. And I think someone gets accused of, like a guy in front of them gets accused of doing this,
Mm-hmm.
to a girl, and I think at that moment, all right, I just have to think who this is.
It could be an NPC, or
No,
maybe it
is.
could be
I'm
like.
just thinking of a name
Could
real
it
quick.
actually? Could it be? Could it be? Gale? No, Cage. Could it be Cage? Like Cage is it in front of a girl and
absolutely.
then.
It's Cage. It's absolutely Cage. We're in line, and oh my god, what if it's
Cage and
would
Brittany.
you have done that to Heather? Would you have done that to Heather Covington?
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't.
god.
It doesn't. I don't care who I'll do it to. Really, maybe I just see Cage, or
Well,
maybe I just see
would you grope a guy or a girl?
either. Dependent. I would grope either. I am not
Okay.
a discriminatory groper.
Okay, it's the thrill of not getting caught that's more important.
Mm-hmm. Yes. See
So,
how many I could grope in one
yeah.
lunchtime session.
So I think you do this, and all of a sudden, Cage, you're in line for whatever the Salisbury steak or whatever they serve at lunch, right?
Yeah.
You know it's going to be poultry to whatever it is that you need.
It's gonna be awful.
Yeah.
Because it's not the flesh of humans.
No, exactly. And so like you're sitting there probably like stewing in like man, this sucks. And then all of a sudden, just behind you, this girl just like shoves you into the people in front of you, being like, what the fuck, you perv?
I was actually gonna do it someone in front of him.
Sure.
Oh, then it's a person in front of you, and then you get shoved backwards. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's fine
being like-
regardless.
What, you just think you can just touch a girl, and then like I think at that point you see
Well,
maybe-
hold on a sec. I don't know if it would be. It might be other Heather. Maybe
okay.
her. But
Oh, then don't worry. Then it's not. It's none of them. Oh yeah, because you would
okay,
be in line
yeah.
too.
Because,
no, this is a random girl then.
yeah, I think both Brittany and non-other Heather, while they're definitely going to go back to the calf to be seen, that they don't get their food from the
Yeah, that makes sense.
From
That makes
the
sense.
cafeteria.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Never.
true. Yeah, that's another good point. Okay, so it's definitely not them. So
Make it just a random
yeah,
NPC. then.
so it's another NPC, right? And
Call
all of a
her
sudden-
call her Caitlin something.
yeah, of course.
Caitlin Scott.
KIT KAITLYN.
Mhm.
And she just turns around and just starts cursing at you, Cage, being like, "What the fuck? You think you could you can just grope some people, you freaking perv?" And then you see two like I guess like jock-looking guys, like maybe like basketball players or something. Or let's do a football team because Chad's part of the football team, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, when they turn around, I would like to grab both of the guys' packages, but make it feel like someone behind them did it. You know?
Oh, so you're actually going to distract them because they're getting ready to like step in on Cage's thing.
Yeah. So then I would like to make them feel like somebody behind them grope their asses or something.
Ugh,
So then when they turn around,
so-
maybe it's like
yeah.
two girls.
Oh my god. Okay, so
So just to create some mayhem, and then after that,
I think
maybe
you see them being like, I think now like they were originally gonna go mess with Cage, but now all of a sudden they're gonna go mess with those girls, and
and then I want to go to the other end of the line from where that's happening now and try to distract, I don't know, create some more mayhem by pulling on some girl's hair and then somehow pull it towards a guy.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I think what we see then is just like this cafeteria just devolve into bedlam, as like people get like accused of this stuff. there's like a lot of like shoving and fighting and arguments, just like erupting in like different like zones. That just seems to be like this like scattered line of like explosions of argument.
And then after that, what I would like to happen is like I would just like appear regularly at like the foot or whatever, wherever you walk into the lunch line, and then like just join the line normally to just get some whatever and sit down, and then be like the straight person that's like when everyone's fighting them, just eating my food as like daintily or properly as I can.
Okay, so so I think then like so Brittany and the Heathers wouldn't be there. Chad wouldn't be there, but basically like this whole cafeteria is like getting in fights now.
All right.
About this, like there's like people just like trying to get out, being like I don't know what the fuck's like no, like fuck this, I'll go to the Taco Bell or whatever. I'm not going to deal with this. In the meantime, there's all these different fights, and that girl that accused you is now all up in your face, like trying to like bat at you, being like, "What the hell?" Like I'm just gonna get to you, Cage. What are you gonna do?
God.
Like all you did was you just wanted a Salisbury steak, right? And this girl is now just
Not
like,
very much.
I didn't even want it.
I know that's the thing. You
I
just
just got it.
and all of a sudden, you're in line. Like you
all right,
probably
let me-
have the tray, right? Like you're in line. You probably like your tray is like on the thing. Like you just haven't gotten to the part with the food.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you get shoved off. So you're probably like still holding a tray if that helps.
All right. I'm gonna try to like grab her by the wrists and like hold them up or something,
yeah.
just so she stops hitting me,
Yeah.
and hopefully like just diffuse her like that, or like the nothing's gonna happen. Like you can't slap me, please. I don't want to hurt her yet.
Yeah. So I think that's you're gonna roll with hot. I think that's manipulating.
All right. Sure.
Because you're basically.
Should I have rolled to manipulate all those NPCs, or was the chaos worth not rolling?
Well, I don't think that's worth a roll because, as far as I know, you can't fail being invisible.
Okay. I think I could
well,
fail
then again,
running
hold on.
away, but
So, it needs to be clear how your invisibility actually works.
that's what I was thinking of too.
Are
like,
you just like, can you go invisible at any time? Is it just only through walls? Like are you insubstantial only through walls?
I don't know. I was thinking like I could go invisible at will. That's how I would have wanted it, and then
So
like
you can only walk through walls. Is your thing?
yeah. Yeah. So like being invisible and uninvisible is something I can control, but walking through walls is part of like the dissipate runaway move. Is how I think it goes.
Well, how are you running through walls then? In a line.
Why or how?
How? So it's like an open plan.
I don't know. Maybe I just think about it and just pass through it, or maybe like I need to have a few seconds to concentrate and then pass
No, I
through
guess
it.
what I'm saying is that there's no walls for you to pass through. There's like, so imagine like a pretty open, like an open air cafeteria, right?
Yeah.
Like a giant, huge, just open space for a cafeteria.
Yeah.
And there's just a lunch line of people trying to go into another like little kitchen area. Oh, I guess maybe you're going in and out through the kitchen area, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For the food. But
Does your dissipate mean that you can actually like not exist in this realm, or is it just that you're in?
I think what it means is that
into-
I don't know, like my photons bend at like a 190-degree angle to reality, or no. I think it just means that like you can't see. I don't know, like you can't just see me.
You
like,
can pass through walls. That's it.
Yeah.
In my opinion is that you can only pass through walls. That you're physical in every possible way. You can only pass through walls.
Oh, that's much less fun.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's how
I
it's
mean,
written.
it's easy to get out of sight when you can pass through walls. You can just do the drop through the floor trick.
So we won't retcon it. We're just gonna assume that you went through walls when you did it. Showing up, and so in the meantime, Cage is dealing with this as the entire lunchroom starts going crazy.
So I was rolling hot against this girl.
You're trying to manipulate her.
Like, stop trying to hurt me, because it really doesn't matter. I'm already dead. Like,
she's screaming. She's screaming, "Let go of me, you perv! Like, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'm not doing the right thing by trying to pin her
it's
to something.
But it's actually the
It might not go well.
thing.
Whatever. Pinning down. Real. All right. 7.
Cool. So.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no. Do you have a suggestion?
Just that I'm sure in Cage's mind that this is showing restraint. I mean, he's not attacking her, and she hit him.
Yeah, exactly. And being like, I'm not someone to mess with. Let go. I'm innocent.
So you get to tell me what it takes for her to just chill.
The problem is that you just exacerbated the problem.
Okay.
So I think what it would take to it would require you to just leave, to just be you basically just let go of her and be like, I'm out, or I don't know. I guess I don't know what it would take. Because you're trying to get her to not be upset that she thinks that you groped her.
No, I just want her to stop hitting me. That's all I want.
Oh, then that would take you to basically knock her out. She's absolutely livid, right? And now you're just now you're restraining her, and she's trying to kick you with her legs. Obvious, because that's the only way I know how to kick.
All right.
I guess. But
I thought
she's struggling against you while you're holding her, right? She's like, Bucky, let me go. I'm gonna freaking kill you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I was thinking with that hot roll that when he was, since they're I would assume they're together. They're he's holding her like this. And then when he holds her, she just looks at him and looks into his eyes and stops for a moment. And she's like, "You're really hot."
No, I think what you did was something I don't know. What did you say anything to her when you restrain her?
It's stop.
But you're not saying that you didn't do it.
Maybe not.
Yeah, then she's
because it didn't work, right?
I think she's just just fucking admit you did it, right?
I think because you were telling me that if I knock her out, then she stops. So I'll knock her out.
Yeah, no, I mean it's.
I'll slap her.
So first off, think about it in her mind, right? She thinks that you groped her. Now you're now she is fighting back, and you're overpowering her.
Yeah.
And
you're
denying that it happened.
Yeah.
Right? It's a absolutely the worst scenario. And,
I know.
Yeah, so you're just you hit her?
Yes.
And okay.
Oh man.
She just slides on the ground a couple feet, right?
Jesus.
Doesn't get up. Doesn't get up immediately at all. Your hand, I mean, if you were alive, your hand would hurt from the force of doing it, but once you're dead,
do you want me to roll lash out physically?
Yeah. Let's see if you did serious harm.
Knock out. What's the name of this girl?
Oh,
Caitlin, was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Caitlin.
God. All right. Knock out Caitlin. Whew.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Abuse 101.
All right. Well, you deal them harm, and then you can add either you can gain a string on them. They need to hold steady. I don't think that's not an option, because I think they're out.
Okay. I mean, I can just take the string.
Yeah. Okay, so you gain a string on Caitlin.
Jesus.
Yeah,
For
she's intimidated by
slapping
you.
her, for
Yeah,
hitting a
right?
girl.
You
I
just hit a
feel
girl.
terrible.
But like the rest of the cafeteria is like yelling and arguing at this time. So I think your attack may have just been like one of numerous altercations going on right now. So it might have like just blended in. Although it was pretty egregious.
I would like to be sitting somewhere. I would like to be physical, but I'd like to be sitting or like standing somewhere where I could watch all the chaos that I started just unfurl, and
Oh
nobody
yeah.
would know it's me.
You I'm not sure how you could roll for that, but
I mean,
think
you just stand and watch. You don't need to
well, I
roll
know
it.
no, well, I think it comes into my next point is that I think your vantage point that you want is the reclusive, nice area that I think Brittany and her friends like to sit at,
Oh no!
which is
Nice.
which is my idea.
So this is the
they're
area where
probably
they'll be
there
sitting
alone.
normally,
Yeah.
but they aren't there today.
Or they're late, right? They
Well, they're out getting lunch to bring to the cafeteria.
Where am I right now? Am I still in the
Ooh.
bathroom cleaning up, or?
no, this is well after that.
Okay, sure.
That's a
You
good-
could be in there if you want.
I assumed, Gail, you would actually be coming in with Brittany. That you got lunch with them,
Yeah, I was thinking
or maybe
that.
you're returning from the nurses' station if you didn't want to be with them, or
Yeah, I
you
think
didn't,
I'm
or you
returning
didn't
from
do
the
that.
nurse's station and then going to their table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And I don't really have food, but that's okay.
Okay.
Like, I don't have, like, a lunch. I probably just, like...
You probably just don't have a
I
lunch.
was
You just hang out with them.
just, like, either fang it up and I have, like...
Leaves.
I have,
kale-
like,
a kale
probably,
salad.
like, nuts and berries in just, like, the Ziploc bag.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just trail mix.
Yeah.
Only like none of the Chex parts. Just literally just like raisins and almonds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
There are, like, berries that are poisonous to everybody except birds and me.
Oh god. I like that. I like that twist. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Because then I
So-
can actually find the berries.
Yeah. Oh. So, Angela, you're hanging out, watching all this stuff unfurl, as you hear footsteps of Brittany and her group coming in from lunch, and seeing this ridiculous commotion going on as like principals and people are stepping in and like trying to diffuse what all these fights and what's going on.
So, yeah, as Brittany enters, she just says, "What is happening here? This is so totally not cool. This is not the scene. Everyone, a moment. I'm gonna try and grab attention and like diffuse the situation if I can. I don't even know what play that would be, or it.
I mean, I think it's just gonna be you just screaming and like orating. Maybe would it be manipulating an NPC?
Oh yeah.
That'd probably be the closest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will take a string or give a string to I don't even know to like random NPC amongst them, whoever.
You have to give it. You have to give it to an
appropriate.
administrator, I guess.
Okay.
That would make sense for them to like let you, actually talk or something.
Okay.
Right. So you have to give it to. You have to give it to Eleanor.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, Eleanor, if might, everyone, this is not how we eat lunch. This is this is a time for us to see and be seen, and not to have a food fight, and not to go around slapping people like an idiot. This is it. This is at an end. Let's see if this works out. So that is that cold?
Hot. Manipulate an NPC is
Okay.
Roll with hot.
Okay. Two. Well,
Why does it do that every time? Okay, I got an 8. So they would tell you what you. So I will tell you what it would take to get them to actually be quiet. You're gonna need to give. You're gonna need to provide. It's not enough for them to listen to you, and do this. You're going to need to blame somebody for causing all of this.
okay.
Or something.
Okay.
You need to provide them a scapegoat so like this whole thing gets diffused. Right? Like everybody needs a way out of this. It's
So,
yeah.
And Angela is sitting at my table.
Yes.
Okay. So Brittany totally doesn't know that Angela started this, but and let me guess. Creepy girl trying to hide in my corner started it, didn't she? Eleanor, I think somebody needs detention.
And everybody kind of like stops, and everyone's like, yeah, it was her, because like it just dissolves everyone else's responsibility in a way. It's for right or wrong, which is funny because it actually was her. Yeah. I think you see Eleanor come up to go grab Angela and be like, I remember how I think she remembers you like, you're that girl from the bathroom. Yeah, it's like your head is full of your head is full of bad ideas in a way that's alluding to your preferences sexually as well, that she doesn't approve of. She's like, you're coming with me. And she's walking over there. She's gonna be over there in a couple seconds. What do you do? If you want to run, then I don't know. Like, I feel like hold steady would make more sense for you to. I don't know. Depends. Let me know. Let me hear what you're going to do, and then we can figure it out from there. Right?
And you're muted.
You're muted.
It says you can use dissipate to escape a scary or tense situation. It still counts as running away.
Cool. Well, what are you going to do?
As soon as I see them, I deer in the headlights sort of look, and I'm like, it wasn't me. It was. And then I randomly scream, I was like, damn, they started it. And if they turn around, that's when I'd like to try and dissipate.
Okay.
Can I get a word in before you do?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like as you're about to zip or getting ready to zip, and Brittany just like marches towards the table. She whispers, "Sit at my table again, and I will bury you."
Yes.
And then I just give her a withering look, and then I'm going to try to escape.
Okay.
Okay, so roll. What is it? Roll cold.
I don't know. I think you're going with that. I really think you're going to need to do a hold steady first.
All right, I'll hold steady first.
Because like everybody, you're a ghost. Everybody now is looking at you.
Oh yeah, and I'm like a total deer at the headlights.
The whole school is looking at you right now, basically, right?
I would be pooping myself.
This doesn't have to do. I don't think this has anything to do with your your dark form because it doesn't have to deal with your circumstances.
No.
But still, it's like as a ghost, this is like the not okay, not okay at all, less than ideal. You know what I mean?
Okay, so hold steady. I'll use cold. Where did it go? Hold. All right. Cold. Dice don't fail me. 1 sec. I am holding still. All right.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
So you can keep your cool and you can actually run away and like you get the words out and being like, yeah, it was them and
and now I'm going to try to run away, right?
yes. Well, I mean, do you want to keep your cool or do you want to pick an option from the 10 up list but gain the terrified condition?
1 sec. Let me move this if I can. When you let's see, hold steady. 7 to 9, you keep your cool. Pick an option. Ask MC a question about the situation and remove condition. I don't think there's anything that I can really or should really ask about this. Like, it's simple. Like, they're trying to blame me so that everyone else is absolved of blame.
Yeah.
So at this point, maybe I'll just pick terrified, and because I'm terrified, I'd like to run away badly.
So then you still
Um,
get to pick one. You could get the +1 forward for running away.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take the carry one forward during this scene.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe, I was like, well, maybe I could be like, so, what does, what's her name? What does, what does Brittany think about me? Is that a question I can ask? I don't know. That doesn't seem very useful. I'll just go take one forward.
Okay. You just take a +1 forward. Okay.
Yes, and now I'm going to try to run away. When you run away, roll with volatile. On a 10 up, get away. On a 7, get away, but choose 1.
Roll.
Okay. So, volatile. Don't fail me. Okay. So I'm going to choose make a big scene. So maybe like I forget that I can actually disappear. So instead I'm just running away, pushing people and chairs and stuff out of my way to get around the corner and then try to disappear without
Well, yeah.
sight.
Well, I think people see you do it is the big
Yeah.
scene.
Yep.
Yeah, you're because like everybody's watching you, or like I guess anybody in the immediate front part who can see you, like over and anyone who can see over the heads of the people up front, right?
Could I do it where I was like pushing people out of the way until I was in a covered part and then try to disappear?
Yeah, sure,
like my
but like the
thing?
damage is done, right? Like everyone saw you
Yeah,
run away.
that's fine. But the big scene is that you ran. Okay, yeah, because like I think the point is that you ran away, but the big
Yes.
scene is that now everyone knows you're guilty. Because if you weren't guilty, you wouldn't run away. It's like
Well,
I
that
mean,
sucks.
well,
And it's too late.
that's mob logic, right? I guess though, we are due for a break.
All right.
So then we're gonna come back for then our last hour and see the
Okay.
ramifications of this.
I was just running away because I was scared. They were all looking at me, not because I was guilty, despite that I was.
Save it for the trial. Save it for the trial. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna be back in a little bit. We're gonna get a break, get some more water, get some more tea, and we'll see you in the back. So thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. Yay! See you soon. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Monsterhearts. Welcome back to Once Upon a Game, where we are playing scapegoat hunting, but this time it's an actual valid scapegoat because it was the person who did it. So
Go figure.
yeah. Okay, so you Angela is on the run. You basically turn a corner and everybody's chasing you, and we just hear that, like, the sound of when Frodo puts on the ring.
That.
Go, yep. And you just go right through like a solid wall. Maybe like you like run quickly through. Maybe we see on the screen like you run quickly right through like a supply closet. And you just keep going. Where are you going, or what are you trying to do?
Right now, I think I'm just trying to escape anywhere. Supply closet is good. Or maybe I found, since I spent a lot of time like stalking about the school, do we want to make it a school that has like underground parts that like you can access through like broken locks or something?
Is there a part of the school with broken locks?
Or like, I don't know, like a part that you could, that's like where all the heating and maintenance is.
Yeah, the basement.
Oh yeah. The boiler room or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So like just to
Maintenance room.
escape.
Yeah.
So like once I see people like run past me and I feel I can make it, I try to head for the boiler room. And like, okay, so in the boiler room, I want there to be like, a really like crappy bed, and maybe some like food wrappers and things like that. Even though I don't need food, but just I think food would be good here. Just as something that reminds me of how I was a person.
Why would there be any of this in the boiler room?
I have no idea. I just thought it'd be cool, but I don't know.
I think it's a regular old running boiler room with nothing in it, man.
All right.
Except for
Yes.
like maybe there's like a what do you call it? A thing full of tools.
All
Down
right.
here. A tool, not a tool shed, a toolbox. I don't know why I couldn't think of toolbox.
That's a bit harsh, Tights.
No, you don't walk through the boiler. Classic Tice. Hot dogs making it. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually really funny. Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyways, so yes, I want to escape to the boiler room.
Yeah. So you are. So you're in the basement, and you hear the loud sounds of like clatterings of pipes as like and like steam going around. It's very loud and it's very like damp and dark and humid down here. You see rats scurrying around. This is a very, very old part of the of a basement. You actually notice down here, most of the old brick appears to be like original brick, so very eroded, very old, looks very weathered. However, looks to be a part of a wall down here that looks very freshly sealed.
Oh.
While you're down here, like freshly, like very new masonic.
Masonry.
Yeah, new masonry. Yeah.
Or you could just say new wall. But anyway, so maybe while I'm down here and I'm like freaking out, I'm like, okay, calm down. It's all right. And so then maybe after a few, I don't know, minutes or whatever, when I make sure that nobody's going to I hear nobody, I start to look around and see that. Can I see anything apart at the wall apart from that it's new?
No, so imagine it's a part of a brick. I think the first thing that you realize that this is new is not the coloration in the dark boiler room or anything like that. It's that the pattern of the bricks no longer matches. Right? It just looks like it's the original pattern was jarred. The bricks appears to be about a it goes from ceiling to floor, and it's about it's probably like 6x6 or whatever, or I guess 9x6, so like 9 feet, so like 3 meters high, 2 meters across.
So after I see it, I would like, since I mostly just spend my time peeking into places, I would like to have a look into here with dissipate or walk through walls.
So you're gonna walk through that wall?
Yes, and hopefully not have anything bad happen or something bad happen.
Yeah. Okay. Good, because I think at that point you start hearing people like running around and like maybe the door or something to the boiler room was like locked or whatever, and it's like being like shaken. Like people are like, it's like, oh, they couldn't have gone down here or something like. But anyways, like yeah. So you take a shot to go through there, and I think you uncover a dark passageway like that looks like it's natural like
Is
natural
it lit or
cavern. Like
anything?
no, it's completely dark. But it seems to be some sort of like old natural cave system.
Okay, so I guess if I can or can't see anything, I'm just gonna try to feel along the walls for any sort of path, um, and see where
Okay,
it
yeah,
goes.
you're just gonna follow the path.
Yeah.
So it leads to it leads um it starts taking you away from the regular like main school building. In fact, it dumps you out into the arbor garden, the arboreal garden. The with with all the forests and the trees and stuff like that. There's probably like a you know what it is? It's a fake stone slab on the ground. That covers like the trap door
Mm-hmm.
to this. You get out of this door, and or like you like I guess like there's like a ladder going up to what appears to be darkness, but seems to be like a hatch of some kind. Assuming you open it or whatever, that's how you know you're in the arboreal garden, and you're also like surrounded by waystones. Like this looks to be like somewhere some kind of like place of power.
Oh, so at this point,
Nobody's around you. It's like deathly quiet.
I would like to feel around, and I would guess I would feel that it is a fake stone or something, and try to push
Yeah.
it out of the way, and then I would come up in this arboreal garden and maybe just sit down, I guess, near the rocks or something, and just try to catch my breath after the tension um, of
Do you so
yes.
yeah, so like have you ever seen like a stone that sits on top of a well before?
I think I have, or if not, I'll look it up now.
Anyways, yeah, like something like a couple like 6 centimeters high, um maybe like a meter wide far, and you basically just have to like move it to the side
Hmm.
because it's really heavy to lift up, but you can like slide it, and that's how you get up.
Oh, so I'd like to. So in that case, I would like to make some. I would like to. I don't know. I think that would require a roll.